polygons?
Okay, see if I remember how to play this game. I've been playing Ratchet and Clank for the past like 2 weeks.
Ratchet and Clank.
I think I'm getting close to the end of the third one. I can't remember though. I just played the 5th Quark Holovid comic.
Oh yeah.
But you can definitely tell how much cut content there is because there's no boss battle in that last comic.
Yeah.
And like, if it's the last comic, you know.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's definitely like it was a game that was very rushed because it had the same amount of time to develop as the second game.
Yeah.
But they also had to put in a multiplayer mode that could also connect online.
I'm just glad that they didn't put the ship battles in. I didn't like the ship battles in the second game.
Some of them were pretty good bolt, maximizers.
That's true.
But
some of them are a little frustrating until you upgrade your base gun, and then it's really, really cool.
Yeah. I still think that the best, probably my favorite puzzles, like, or trespassers or whatever, where you hack it or hacker or whatever.
Yeah.
That's probably the trespasser in the first game.
With the one with the lights?
Well, yeah, because like, there's no time limit.
See, I like the one with all the little gates you have to flip for the electricity.
Well, I like that, but it's just like there's also kind of a time limit there, and sometimes it can get a little,
Well,
Of course, that one's not as bad as the one.
I like it because they're all pretty short.
Yeah.
Also, did you notice?
We've lost 3 battles this week.
That which weapon is it? Really, kitty cat? Oh, dang it. It was one of the weapons in that game. Or is it
I miss the old
tank?
man.
It's either one of your weapons or like the tank in Ratchet and Clank 1. The icon used for it is just a reused asset of the background for the trespasser in the first game.
Oh yeah.
So like, I mean, it's just good reusage of assets. Also, I've been finding some of the old PlayStation Underground interviews with like some of those old games, like the developer interviews.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just loved back when game companies were just a bunch of dudes who liked those kinds of games, getting together, putting in the hours, making something great, challenging themselves as developers, and then making something truly magical.
Yeah.
Like, I watched a PlayStation Underground interview for the original Spyro, and they were talking about how in order to get the giant landscapes you had in Spyro 1, they had to handwrite an engine that could handle the polygons, and basically it would render more distant objects with fewer polygons and then know how to quickly increase the polygons of what's you're getting closer to, decrease it in what you're getting further away from. Just a triangle trying to find the weapon. Dadgummit. So much Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet? Spank? And so... let's see. Yeah, I can just do this. I'm trying to focus too. I've also got used to a PS3 controller. Which is kind of weird, like, the PS4 controller, honestly, changed a lot. And if there's one thing I can say about the Sony console, there's a lot of good things I can say. It's that they have always improved their controllers with every generation. The only time that was a bit of a downgrade was not having vibration in the first generation of PS3 controllers.
Yeah.
They're like, let's do 6-axis. No one wants gyro controls. Those are gay. And so, but yeah, like I think PS4 controller is great. PS5 controller is fantastic.
Yeah.
The only controller that comes close to being as good as PS5 controller is the Switch Pro.
Yeah.
I think the Switch Pro controller is magnificent. Just maleficent. You don't open the keyhole for me! Well, my name isn't Maleficent. I still think one of the best things about a different game is the princess in the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they just call her Princess What's Her Name. That's so good, and that's right on par with the freaking humor of that show.
Yeah.
What? I got out. I like pressed triangle to get out. Gee. So gee.
Happened.
But it didn't happen. So what about Family Guy's portrayal of William Shatner? Oh, I'm sorry. Like I was talking eventually, like his pants were open.
Yeah. I think it's like some of those jokes where some of
Like Larry and Steve, or whatever it was.
Yeah, like they took Larry and Steve well, originally it was called Life of Larry.
I do like how many times you heard that in the early show. It was just, face it, Peter, something.
Yeah. I like how they that one where they went back in time.
Okay.
So they went back in time to the original episode, and like every time they came back, it was Brian. It starts out with Brian.
Didn't both Brian and Steven get shot in the leg in that? No, sorry, I was thinking of that's the military one.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to think of where Stevie's like, oh.
Yeah. We're gonna run around in circles and trying to shoot it.
We got two dead guys guarding the shed over there. Democracy broke out.
Oh yeah, that was the one where it's like that Bush just with
Laura,
the slinky.
Laura, get in here.
Laura.
I don't think he was dumb. I just think he was evil. Yeah. So I just love.
Take care of the elite from Halo.
Why I love that weapon so much. They just kind of float away. Just goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye. Oh yeah. I guess this is where I actually get in the ship, isn't it?
I don't think so. Or wait.
Or where I control the robot.
Yeah. The robot.
Wonderful, Jack.
The wascally robot.
That machine was special. Get out of my head.
Jack? Jack? I'm losing you, buddy!
It's linking me into the Dark Maker ship systems. They're taking me to them.
Jack! Jack!
Jack attack.
I'm linked into the
aware.
Dark Maker ship.
I had a
I can
loading
control
screen
some of the
anyway.
machines.
This challenge is annoying.
Oh yeah. So if we know what happened if it was a Jack 2 challenge, it would be.
Oh, I'd have to go back and destroy all the plants again?
Yeah.
No, you lose this one in Jack 2, and it just goes back to the cutscene where they're in the desert.
Oh yeah.
Turn up a little bit. I can barely hear it.
I turned down a little more on the recording. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but
Yeah, definitely a little more on the recording.
because it's like. You know, controls are poorly aged. And I don't care if anyone says it's poorly aged.
What?
The original Resident Evil.
Oh, absolutely. I hate tank controls. Okay. Oh, am I not?
It adds to the scary factor. It's like you can
Oh, I
do
guess I
that.
gotta punch it.
I was like, you can do that in different ways and make your controls crappy.
Okay.
But yeah,
So I would be concerned that the company would probably locify it. But if there actually is a good series that needs a ground-up remaster, it would be the Ratchet & Clank game. And I only say that because of how hard they are to emulate.
oh yeah.
I'm actually okay with redoing it like that.
Yeah.
You know, because like Sly Cooper and Jack and Daxter, well, it would be neat to see them running in like the Unreal Engine or something.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with leaving them just as they are, where you just emulate them. But with Ratchet & Clank being so difficult to emulate, it's okay if they have to remake them, but not like the rebooting they tried in 2016.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who said that was a good idea. I want to see like...
That was probably Sony.
I want to see like... I mean, okay, look at the quintessential ground-up remake. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the exact way you're supposed to do a ground-up remaster.
Yeah.
Or, you know, Spyro. Again, both just done phenomenally.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was there and disappeared and came right back. Did
Well,
you see
he's
that?
an invisible type thing. He can turn invisible.
Okay, how does the thing just blow up into two platforms?
It's a Dark Maker stuff. Dark Makers.
Also, I wish we had gotten like a lore compendium of Jack and Daxter, because like I want to know more about the rise of the Metalheads, the Dark Makers, and how they relate to the precursors, because they don't really relate much to the. Okay. Guess I'm not supposed to actually.
You only should be watching. You only should be watching is the newest Doctor Who.
It might get canceled, to which I say, "Ha ha! You did this to yourself."
Yeah.
You know, like, really, they did it to themselves.
Yeah.
Like, this is on you, bud.
Yeah. Well, it's like a lot of these companies. It's on them, or what decisions they made.
See, the Doctor Who started creeping downhill when they started giving David Tennant all these anti-gun rants in his later episodes.
There were still some good episodes.
Oh no, the episodes were still great. That was just where you could tell, oh, they're not headed down a good path.
Yeah.
Because you want to know who, like, I didn't move that last bit.
Okay, this is a Jack 2 challenge.
Like, don't really, I wasn't pressing the joystick whenever it fell off.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. But yeah. With David Tennant is the best in his David Tennant was definitely the best Doctor.
I really like Eccleston, though.
Well, he's good too. I'm just saying.
And
that,
I mean, I also really like John Pertwee.
I'm just saying that David Tennant, you could tell he loved his part.
Oh, I know he really enjoyed his role. That's obvious.
And then he marries the one who played the character.
Georgia Moffat. I don't know if she's still like really attractive, but man, she certainly was in that episode. I was like, woo! Take the doctor's daughter. Georgia Moffat. I'll just never forget the freaking IT Crowd episode where emergency services gets a new number that's like 10 digits long.
Oh yeah.
And they're like,
but
the commercial's like sexy drivers.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this must be the British definition of sexy, because that's not the word I'd use here. Not unattractive, but that is not the word sexy.
Well,
unless it's just entirely relative, like relatively sexier.
Yeah, was it the same one where he emailed the fire department? And
Yeah, I think so.
Fire.
Yeah, fire, hell.
We got an email.
You got email your fire. That's like when the one dude's there later. Oh, nice screensaver. But it's just like the fire behind the monitor.
Yeah.
Writing emails, sending emails. Golly.
Let's see, what operating system is it running on? Let's see, Windows Vista or something like that. We're going to die.
We're going to die. Ah, frick. Let me get a running start. What about that one video of like, you know, something like Ninja Warrior or one of those obstacle course deals, and you see this guy he's thinking, he's calculating, looking at it, and then he immediately jumps the wrong direction for the very first platform and just completely misses the whole course.
Yeah.
Is it circles or shield wall? Hey, listen here, Buster.
I like how there's like a bunch, like almost like every episode in Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog is just like a self-contained story. Like you'll have returning characters in later episodes, but like.
Okay, but does the girl return and sing the Sonic the Hedgehog song?
I don't know. I haven't watched all the episodes yet, but I'm still waiting to get to the episode where, which is definitely a late episode, that the first one we ever watched where it was like he gets hypnotized into thinking he's in ordinary slow mo.
Yeah, I don't have any memories of that.
Well, it's been so long.
I mean, seeing how we used to like rent the show on VHS.
Yeah, and some of the VHS tapes are in crappy condition. But anyway, yeah, they had yeah.
Hasn't the show had his Uncle Chuck?
Adventures?
Yeah.
No. But definitely if you play Robotic TV Machine, they'll recognize one of the robots from the show also.
That was a good game.
Well, yeah, it was Puyo something, but
It was still a good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Good game. Our hero.
Our hero! What the? Daxter?
Our hero.
What'd you see? Let me look. Hello, elevator, bottom floor, going up. Come on. I hate being short.
It just seemed for a moment, it looked like... No, it couldn't have been.
Well, anyway, it was. But yeah, but then suddenly in Adventures there's a 4-part story. Like 4 episodes.
What was it about again?
The Chaos, well, their versions of the Chaos Emeralds.
Chaos.
The Chaos Emeralds. But there were only 4 of them, and they were all green and different shaped. So I guess, I mean, they're technically other colors.
Sonic Sat AM really is just a little bit of Sonic slapped into a 90s cartoon.
Yeah. I mean,
Not Sat AM,
Adventures is
Adventure.
like...
That's what it meant, is Adventures.
Adventures is just like a 90s Looney Tunes type cartoon with Sonic.
Yeah, I think Sat AM actually had a little more going on.
Yeah. Well, see, what's funny is that, like, as I was looking it up, Adventures Sonic the Hedgehog only lasted from September to early December of '93, yet managed to get like 60-something episodes out. But then Sonic Sat AM came out a little later in September that same year, ended in December of '94, but had like 20-something episodes.
I wonder if the Sonic IDW comics are worth reading.
I hear some people say they're good. Some say they're eh. Now, some of the earlier ones, some people hate the writing because that was back when Sega had this mandate on like how the characters have to be like one-dimensional and stuff, basically.
I'd tell you what I'd love to get is a collection of all the Archie comics. That'd be so expensive to get now.
Oh yeah, it was.
And I tried getting them digitally a few years ago,
Yeah.
but like the app was trash. It didn't do well. It would like forget stuff. It was just, and it was the only way to get them digitally is through like the actual like Archie app. It was like,
Yeah.
what ew.
I don't collect comic books in general. I just get them out on, days where I'm like, I feel like this,
I wish they would do like start doing omnibus collections of the Archie comics of Sonic.
What?
Omnibus collections, like, you get a big book and it would be, the first,
So many.
20 volumes.
I feel like IDW might have something like that.
I've got one that's got the first 3 Sonic comics in it. I did that years ago.
And,
I guess I'll have it.
and then the series went off the rails.
I thought the Archie comics stayed pretty good.
I mean, they're good. I'm just saying they went off the rails of like.
Oh, it just went like, well, I mean, how they wrote a more comprehensive and deep story than like most other comics or most Sonic content.
Yeah.
How like apparently in the comics, Sally got roboticized for a while, and then when she got turned back, she had to come to cope with the fact that she killed people.
Yeah.
Well, you're like, oh, this is for kids.
I got the first Sonic Universe comic of the spin-off series.
Hey, could you turn
Who
off
knows
the
what
light
Arrow will
in
try to
here?
do
It's
next
real
with that flash
shiny
ship.
there on the
We've
screen.
gotta take him out.
And I suppose you know how we can take him.
We have a plan, but it's risky.
Oh, of course. It couldn't be easy. No. And I'm sure we're on the short list to head up the mission, huh?
No, this one's tricky. I'm giving it to Torn and Jinx.
What? I suppose you don't
Thank
think we're
you.
good enough, huh?
What's the
You
thanks
don't think
allow?
we can do it?
Oh yeah.
May I remind you that this team of Daxter, Jack, and Daxter have taken on just about every scary thing this world can throw at us for 3, count 'em, 3 adventures.
Daxter,
This is an outrage, Jack. We're the heroes. We're the ones on cereal boxes, for God's sake. And I'm about to release my own line of sports shoes. I've got a contract.
You're on the mission.
just destroyed
Your
the
job is to
fourth
cover
wall.
Torn and Jinx in a vehicle filled with explosives. Escort them to the metalhead section, and together you'll
This
blow
is a
up in the
weird
nest.
mission. Like the music, some of the atmosphere of this mission
Why
is
didn't you
very
say so
strange.
in the first place?
Yeah.
Also, it just kind of starts.
Yeah, you don't even go out and start it. Just
Just here it is. Ah, jeez. I've not readjusted to half inverted controls yet. I've been really used to like not insane person controls.
I saw a. I don't know if you ever heard of the channel.
Nope.
I follow them for a few years now. But they just put out a list of like they call the worst games of the 2000s, and they put Shadow as number 2, Shadow the Hedgehog as number 2, and Sonic 06 as number 1. And I was like, they get the memo that like it's not cool anymore and trash those games like people did.
I mean, at least it wasn't like, Dissidia, DIS, EGEA,
Oh yeah.
or like, RPG Maker 2, or freaking, how about The Legend of good. Yeah, I didn't like Legend of K. I tried. I've taken multiple jabs to playing through that game. I don't like it. I think that just the freaking cat main character is too annoying. Seems just like a bratty kid.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, how does that game get re-released?
I don't know. Well, okay, Bubsy.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was even before Bubsy.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, like,
But,
bad games can get remasters while good games still have to suffer.
yeah.